Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're watching. Welcome to another Crime Time edition with DutyRon from the mobile. Guys, I'm a retired New York City police detective with 20 plus years of law enforcement. And if you like all things true crime related from a police perspective, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. North Florida Gary is here. Thank you for that suggestion. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. It is cold out. We are at 29 degrees Fahrenheit. It's kind of cold. So a little bit of nippiness in the air. I wanted to come live to you. First, I want to say thank you to the Patreon supporters, the channel members. Kathy Bates, channel member right there, EMT623. I wanted to just say thank you to all the subscribers and all the people who positively interact in all of these lives. Just as you can see, I've got everything is matching today. Hi, Santa Elise from Norway. Matty Boy Sully, good to see you. Kathy, Aunt BB, thank you so much. So, Lori Davis, that sums it about up. This is heartbreaking. Harmony Montgomery, they are out at the Guilford Street home. I feel so bad for the property owners there, but they're cooperating, and thank God they are. Today is a very busy day for the Manchester Police Department. Hi, Jolene. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Precious, Sheila, Precious 35. All the great ones are piling in. Thank you. Guys, if you don't mind, please share it out onto your social media platforms so this way we can get it out to the masses. Tonight, we're going to have a great show. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Ed Wallace, the return of crime scene unit specialist, forensic expert Ed Wallace has notified me that he is healthy enough to come back. But because I care, I said to Ed, if you're not strong enough, let me know and I'll do the show without you. But tentatively, we may see tonight, but definitely tomorrow night, Ed Wallace. But I think Ed is going to be on with me tonight. But I also have retired FBI agent Jennifer Koffendorfer. She is a talking head, retired FBI agent. She is on News Nation all the time. She's on with WFLA now with JB. When you see her, you'll know who I'm talking about. Jennifer's going to come on. We're going to talk about the search in the backyard of Guilford Street and what we're looking at and what the FBI's involvement is. What did they take out in those brown paper bags on Saturday? Ed Wallace is a crime scene expert. He's going to be here with us to go over the potentials of what could they be doing inside that home. Is there technology, which I know that there is, but I'm going to ask Ed, is there technology where they can see blood if it's splattered or spattered on the wall? Ed always corrects me on that. So there's lighting and technology to, even if it was painted walls and the walls were painted over and it's old blood stains, there's ways to find that. And they are spending time and technology at that Guilford Street home, because they are trying to rule out everything. But let me just say this, without giving up the whole shop here, Fiberfluvies Craft says, hopefully Ed Wallace is feeling better to be on with us tonight. Ashley Oaks, yay. The return of Ed Wallace. And if it doesn't happen tonight, it's definitely happening tomorrow night. But if I know Ed, and I do know Ed Wallace, he will be back. Let me tell you something. He is such a strong guy. He's fought so much adversity with cancer and with all the health ailments from 9/11. He was a 9/11 World Trade Center first responder, just like me, just like Sergeant Bill, Detective Phil, and all the great ones over at Police Off the Cuff. Yes, EMT 623, but it's a little bit more deeper than luminol. It's a little deeper than that. We're going to get into it. You have to tune in tonight, Steve Cass. That's a good question. But if I answer that, you won't tune in later. So that's going to be asked. We're going to talk about that tonight. Again, Ed Wallace has overcome adversity in the health department. He's a strong person. He has contractual agreements with his company. and he is on the road traveling. He is traveling, and he is back. Ed Wallace is back. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be an early one tonight. Hi, Ariane. Thank you for joining. Hello, Lauren McKenzie from the UK. So Ed Wallace is traveling, but he did bring his microphone and all of his setup. That's how I know that he's okay. He's back. So Ed Wallace brought all of his equipment with him, and he will be live with us from his hotel room tonight. He got the blessing, a clean bill of health, no COVID, and he's ready to go. But he still has a weak voice. He still has some coughing going on. So Jean Whitehead, there she is. That's Andy, the Gabby Cabby's mom. Jean Whitehead, great to see you. Much love to my friends over in the UK. Thank you for joining. That's Andy, the Gabby Cabby's mom. So much respect to Gabby Cabby's mom checking in with the chat. So tonight we are going to have Jennifer Koffendorfer, the retired FBI agent. She's chimed in on the Summer Wells case. She's chimed in on Gabby Petito. She is very well versed in investigations. She's going to come on Crime Time with DutyRon, 7 p.m. tonight. Richella Pranzo, good to see you. You're not going to want to miss this one because we are going to go over all aspects of the search of the home and outside the home in the backyard. So you're not going to want to miss this one. It's going to be a good one. I'm going to show you a little bit of drone footage quickly from my secondary device. So I'm going to show you some drone footage from today. This is live drone footage. There's no audio to it. So I'm just going to give you guys an idea of what we got going on over at the search. This is from an hour ago. So I'm going to give you a little look at this. And as you could see from this, they're concentrating in the rear of the yard. So they're at the rear of the yard. That big tent and the cover that they got there is focused on the rear of the yard. So they're looking in a specific location, and that's what we got going on from that spot. This is drone footage, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you guys to see this. I know that it's kind of difficult to see it from my phone. I'm trying to get it closer so it takes up the whole screen. I know it's tough with the glare. So it's tough to see all that, but it is a good showing of what they're doing. It's a good it gives you a good idea of how much work they got there. I'm going to show this tonight when we have Ed and Jennifer. I don't know why I keep calling her Janine. That's my wife's name. I keep calling Jennifer Janine. Tonight, Jennifer and Ed are going to be on with us. We're going to show some of this footage, and we're going to break down a little bit of Evidence Collection 101 with Ed Wallace. This is right in his wheelhouse. Eddie Wallace loves everything crime scene. And this case, he's been following it closely. He is on it. He knows a lot of the aspects of this case. And he's going to give us some breakdowns on, we saw, by a show of hands, how many people saw the Manchester police on Saturday come out with the brown paper bag, and then they handed the brown paper bag over to one of the detective sergeants. It was like a captain handed it over to one of the lieutenants or detective sergeants. We all were like, oh, what's that? Ooh, what could be in that bag? We're going to talk to Ed about the possibilities of what is in that bag, or what potentially could be in that bag. Alicia B's got the hands up. So a lot of people, Jiggy says her name is also Janine, but my wife doesn't spell it like that. She spells it Janine, and we call her J9. That's one of my cute nicknames that I call my wife, J9, and she's had that since she's a little kid. So she's been called that for a long time. Joyce Smith is here. Linda Cormier, good to see you from New Hampshire. Thank you for joining. Sakisha Grubers from Belgium, good to see you. I know I botched your name. Jody Van Driel, good to see you, and thank you for being a long-time channel member. I appreciate that. So we're going to go over a lot of stuff. But the things that we're going to go over tonight is going to be pinpointed to this backyard and potential inside the home search. Now, for those of you who have watched some of my videos in the past, Wendy, thank you for being here. I hope you consider subscribing. Tonight we will have retired FBI agent Jennifer Koffendorfer. She is a talking head on News Nation and a lot of other news outlets. She's a very well-versed investigator from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And we're going to have my co-host, Ed Wallace, back, Crime Scene Unit Extraordinaire. Thank you for subscribing, Wendy. I appreciate it. Hey, by a show of hands, how many people are new in the chat here? There's not many of us here, but how many people in this chat are relatively new to Crime Time with DutyRon? I'm curious to see who would be new. I am going to schedule the live stream right after I'm done with this. It's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll link it down below in the description of this video. So 7 p.m. Eastern. Julie Thompson is new. Thank you for being new. Thank you for subscribing. I always like to get an idea of how many people are new. I know Cammie is old. Lady is a Tramp is old. Old-timer Richella. So there's a lot of old-timers. Joan Kavanaugh is new live this. Fairly new. Ancient, says Gerda. All right, yeah, everybody is so happy that Ed Wallace is back. Ruth Morris is new. Thank you for being here for 3 months. I appreciate that. Yeah, welcome to all the new ones. Leona, great to have you. Thank you for joining. So, a lot of people are new. There's a lot of folks new. Gina Rambone is new. Aunt Bibi, 4 months. Thank you. Thank you. 4 p.m. California time. Yes, Duchess is old. Natalie says, newish. Been here a bit, says Kathy Bates. I always appreciate you. Greetings from Montreal. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Is 3 months new? Yeah, kind of. It's kind of new, Schmitty, but you're not new. Should we do a pool of... Let's do a pool quickly before I close. Who's the oldest person watching here? I'm 57, going on 58. So I'm kind of young, probably. But let's get a show of hands of who's the oldest. I know the Pranzos are in their 70s. I'd like to just get an idea of the viewing audience. Who is the oldest in this viewing audience? Richella is 74. She takes the cake so far. There's Richella. Now, be honest. Don't just say it to top Richella. She's 74. So Richella is the winner so far. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Pete is the winner. He just trumped his wife. 75. Oh, my goodness. All right, so Richella and Pete are our elder statesman and statewoman. Wow. 74 and 75 takes the cake right here. But they're the youngest 74 and 75 I've ever seen in my life. Those two look fantastic. So kudos to Richella and Pete Pranzo, retired lieutenant from the NYPD. Barbara, she just, oh, Carol, 77. Holy sweet mother of Jesus. All right, so 77 takes the cake. Let's see. I missed an 81. Oh, my God. Someone said 81. Wow. God bless. God bless to my elders, stateswomen, and statesmen. And hello to the youngins as well. So awesome, awesome. I greatly appreciate everybody. So remember, tonight, 7 p.m., the return of Ed Wallace. Let me know how you, what you guys think down below in the comments section. Let me know what you think about Ed Wallace. Send him a message. Let him know that you're excited to see him. Just shower Ed with a little love down below in the comment section. I really appreciate that. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Alta Johnson said she was 81. God bless. God bless. 81. I hope I make it to 81. So God bless you. God bless you. And thank you for being a Crime Time with DutyRon subscriber. I'm always curious to know who my oldest subscriber is. You know, because she just said she's 81 doesn't mean that she's subscribed. So I'm always curious about those numbers. You know, with that. But anyways, Ed Wallace, the return of Ed Wallace. It's exciting. I'm excited for it. If he doesn't come back tonight and he's not feeling up to it, then tomorrow it will be a definite, because Ed said definitely tomorrow, but he's ready to go tonight. So let's see how that goes. If not, it's going to be just me and Jennifer, and that should be a great show. I'm going to ask her a lot of questions. Send me questions on DutyRon.com pertaining to Harmony Montgomery. The questions that for tonight's show have to be pertaining to the search at the Guilford Street home. As we saw, the FBI, the local Manchester Police Department, and an outside private entity has thawed out the backyard. There was all kinds of piping, like PVC piping that went through the yard, probably pumping hot water or something through it to thaw out the ground. I really feel that Kayla Montgomery and Adam Montgomery have been talking. And I'm saying this not because I know 100%, but I have a good feeling and a good vibe about, and I know how Investigations 101 goes. Trust me, I've been there. I've done that. I have a feeling that Kayla Montgomery and Adam were questioned extensively while they're in the pokey, and they took them and put them in the box and separately interviewed and interrogated them, which I feel has led us to where we are today. I pray and I hope that we can bring poor Harmony Montgomery home, bring her home to the people who love and care for her, and if she is gone, may her remains rest in peace. May we bring her home. And when we say bring her home, doesn't mean we bring her home so she's playing around. We pray for that, but let's be real. You're talking about some little girl who hasn't been seen in 2 years. So I'm praying for us to get to the bottom of this and to bring the people who are responsible, and I believe we have them in custody, that are responsible for this horrific crime against our most vulnerable, the young. And our second, and equally as vulnerable, are our elderly. And I keep talking about this. So tonight we're going to keep it pinpointed on this search and on evidence collection, which is Ed Wallace's specialty. Exactly, lady is a tramp. All right. Much love and respect from my house to yours. As you guys always know, I end all of these live streams with God bless the world, God bless the United States of America, and God bless each and every one of us here in the chat. But all victims of crime and their families, especially Harmony Montgomery. She needs us now more than ever to be strong, to be advocates for her, to be on her side, to fight for justice, to bring these monsters to justice and let them pay for the crimes that they committed against our most vulnerable, our children. Let these scumbags rot where they are, behind bars in a cage. Guys and girls, I'll see you tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Crime Time with DutyRon, retired FBI agent Jennifer Coffendorfer, and Ed Wallace. The return of Ed Wallace. Bam. All right, guys, we'll see you tonight. Peace and love.